Welcome back, YouTube. It's your boy Nava, and at the time of this recording I have 24 subscribers, and I just want to say thank you to everyone watching, subscribing, and in fact one of my videos has nearly 350 views. You know, it means the world to me. I enjoy seeing this channel grow, and I hope you viewers enjoy this content, and I appreciate you being here. Today's video is going to be a resurrect Will It Run series. So I'll show you the car that we got. It's a 1989 Honda Civic, and we're gonna see if it runs. Let's do it. So here she is, 1989 Honda Civic. It's a 5-speed. Of course, it's missing this window here, but that's no big deal. It's got all four, you know what I mean? It's little 4-banger. It's got everything there. The lady who sold it to me said the engine was locked up.
What do you mean by that?
Not really seeing any indication of that. It's got, you know, good fluid levels, stuff like that. I did take the batteries out last time I was here. I brought a new battery. So yeah, these cars have been sitting for a while, and I went to the back seat, checked the fuel tank, and it's full of varnish. It just looks really bad. So we're definitely gonna have to do something about that. But what I want to do here is, like I said, change the battery terminals and put a battery in it, unhook the fuel line, and see if anything comes through, see if that fuel pump is still kicking. So let's do it. Slip the juice to me, Bruce. Right.
It ain't got no gas in it.
You hear that? Oh my God. That sounds great. It's perfect. Oh my God, did you hear that shit?
Whoa! God damn!
Yep. We got her. Now we can actually, it cranks for a little bit on its own. So now what we can do is go ahead and start looking at all the smaller details, getting the smaller details covered. Now that we know she has enough compression to actually run, we can do what we gotta do. So like I mentioned, the fuels situation here is pretty grim. The sending unit is right under the passenger side here, and the pump is a little bit kind of towards the trunk on the driver's side. So I gotta pull this seat out, get all this looked at. I think I'm gonna have to drop the tank, honestly. So there's the seat. I have our sending unit here, and unfortunately the fuel pump is right about here, and it's not accessible from there for whatever reason. So we will have to jack the car up, drop the tank, and, you know, while we're under, we'll probably just, you know, flush it out the right way, or we'll see what we do. All right, folks, so I got the car sitting on some jack stands and some bricks for added security, being that I'm working alone and away from home. So what I'm doing now is I'm gonna disconnect all the fuel lines, drop the tank. The tank's got about, I want to say, maybe a quarter or a third of, you know, bad gas. So yeah, let's get it done. One eternity later, here we got the fuel tank. Like I said, this was that sending unit that was inside in the rear passenger side. So here's the fuel pump. You know, I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty brown and nasty. So what I'm gonna do is soak this fuel pump with some PB, and then take it off, see what we're working with, drain it, clean it, and go from there. So check this out, guys. Check this out, guys. This is the fuel pump, and I mean, this goes without saying. Needless to say, it's pretty rough, and you know, it looks like I'm gonna have to get a new one. I'll look into the sending unit, but if anything, I'll just pull out the one that's easily accessible out of the parts car and put it into that one. You know, what I'm gonna do is on my way home, I'm gonna take this to the car wash and, you know, take all the hardware off, whatever, and, you know, really get down and dirty and clean everything. I'll spray the hell out of the inside, the outside, just get it, you know, in tip-top shape as best I can, and go from there. We're gonna be testing this fuel sending unit. Usually, you know, it's in your tank, and then depending on how much fuel you got in there, this little float thing obviously will pretty much just tell it what's going on in there. So what you're gonna need for this is pretty much just a voltmeter, and we're just gonna test the resistance going through here. When it touches whatever post, it'll just send a different signal. Usually the range we're looking for is around 33 ohms to about 250. So we'll go ahead and to this little horseshoe looking thing, that's your ohms right there. I'm not sure if you can see that. Here we go. So it's supposed to be 33 to 250. It just said OL, which means it's faulty. So we're gonna need another sending unit as well. So while we're waiting on some parts, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and replace the driver's side window. You know, it's been raining, there's moisture in the vehicle. So we'll go ahead and do that.